NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A first down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
Touchdown, Vikings. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady flush to his right. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady. This is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside. Inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continued.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the Rams are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Escaping the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Stafford. Quick slant here to Woods. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford being chased out left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We have the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers flushed out right. And it's complete to Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer. But you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Now Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
It's the score, Packers 7, Rams nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is that,
oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. He'll dump this off to Akers. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Before the coach's 2-minute drill.
This is caught. It's Woods. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Flush to his right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the 2nd half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense in the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. They'll fake it. Now Stafford rolling to his right. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Stafford. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Stafford now to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rodgers. And Jones has it over the middle.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Next score, Packers 14, Rams 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Flushed out right. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Henderson flush to his right. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and they end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Jones. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers looking to throw. Touchdown! It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do?
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Now it's Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Stafford now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. This game is not as short on entry. That's the backbreaker right there. That's going to put any hope of victory back.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown. And when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
One last throw here for Stafford. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and the 2-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the 2-point try. Why did they go for the 2-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams has just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for 2, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still just
fighting through it. He's got space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Buying time to his left. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter. NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for L.A. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, Vikings nothing. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Kene Nwangwu. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Herbert on 1st down now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Herbert flush to his right. He's got Allen. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins now from the 50. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Now room for Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Cousins now. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
3rd down and 4.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. The open man is Westbrook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins again. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. They're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 2nd and inches, Cousins. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Cousins. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Joseph's got it. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better. Here's
Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. From the 22, Herbert. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First and 10.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. It's complete to Cook. And some room to roam now.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
Touchdown, Vikings. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down, he was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 31, Herbert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Herbert off of play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now room for Eckler. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what they're making.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why
he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Vikings 31-yard line.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, 31 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Herbert. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another. sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the... ...27-yard line. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
From the 31, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Prescott now from the 50. Flush to his right. That is caught by Lamb. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Fights off the defender. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, that's complete to Cobb.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Dancing to his left. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. On play action, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Now Pollard. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gifford. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. First possession of the 3rd quarter, and interception. NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cobb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll try and run for it with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. The 30.
Yeah, baby. We coming again.
10. Touchdown, Packers. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
46 down, man.
Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He hits Adams complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go. And to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He'll drop this down to Taylor. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Running left, Taylor. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers steps away to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Colts take over.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And this is going to be the Colts' first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. There he goes inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been
in on the tackle. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Bulldozes past him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Rodgers now on 1st down. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Rodgers to throw once more. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Rodgers will throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 136 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing is Wentz. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Solid.
Check safety.
81.
Mike 51. They can't hang with us.
Here's Wentz to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mike 51.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
At the 36-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Wentz to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Runs over him. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
82.
Back to throw, Wentz. And he's going to go down. He's sacked before he can get rid of the football. And they remain down by a point. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And they will take a knee here.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Boy, what a job there. Fourth down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. What a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
that's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball, but instead it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've had